hello, welcome. Hello, Sheetal. Welcome for your interview. Uh, um, we appealed to many people to schedule this interview, and you are one of it, those who filled a form. And I'm really happy that you filled that form and shown that you can give an interview. Okay. So let me go through your resume first. Okay.
Okay, sir, sure.
Yeah, so Shital, you have some experience in Java J2E. This is fresher level interview, and you know Java J2E, then Hibernate, the Spring Boot, MVC, core Java, and multiple technologies also. I think you have 1 year gap also. Okay, so that's okay. Then some projects you have performed. Okay, so how much you rate yourself for core Java?
Out of
Mm-hmm.
out of 10, I rate myself in core Java
Yes, and maybe
7.
lowest.
7, sir. Out of 10, 7.
Okay, 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 na? That's okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so let's move ahead.
Yes, sir.
I have some basic questions for core Java. Okay, and before going to core Java, can you explain about yourself?
Yes, sir, sure. Hello, sir. Very good afternoon. I am Sheetal. I am from Ahmednagar. I have done my graduation from Pune University. And dealing with the technologies, I am well aware about Java, core Java, advanced Java. In advanced Java, Hibernate, Spring Boot, Java 8 features, MySQL, and all that. That's all about me. Thank you, sir.
Great, 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 great to hear about yourself. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's start with core Java.
Okay.
Yeah, which topic you are more comfortable in core Java? Any topic?
Any topic, sir.
Any topic?
Yes. Any topic.
Okay, okay, okay. But still, in which topic you are more confident?
In OOPS concept also, and in data structure means collection also.
Okay, so you are good at collection, you are saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and OOPS concept?
They are also good. OOPS concept also good.
Okay, okay. So let's start with the basic.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, as you will be facing companies in future, so I will keep you advising also like what your answer should be. Okay. So
Okay.
whenever it has been asked by interviewer that which topic you are comfortable, at least you should prepare by yourself at least 2 3 topics to say in front of interviewer. Why? Because if you say any, means interviewer can ask anything from any topic, and that time there will be a problem. Okay.
Okay.
So in this interview, it's not just to check you, but this is for audiences,
Okay.
those who want to improve by themselves. Okay,
Yes, yes.
along with you.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so let's start with the core Java.
Yeah.
Do you know object class?
Yes.
Can you speak something about object class?
Uh, in Java, object class is a superclass of all classes, and every class is extends the object class. It is invisible, but there is a every class should extend the object class. Object class having some methods. There are 9+ methods in object class. We are mostly using the string method, equals and hash code, and clone method from the object class. And by
Okay,
using every Java object, we can access the methods of the object class.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
So object class is superclass of every class, right?
yeah, yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, so which is the superclass of array list class?
Array list class, superclass, abstract array list.
Abstract array list or abstract list?
Abstract list.
Okay,
No,
okay, no problem.
abstract list. Yeah,
Don't get
abstract list.
pulled down. Okay. Fine. Uh, object class, you said it's a superclass of all the classes, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, which method you know from the object class having functionality of comparing two objects?
Equals method.
Okay. What is a return type of equals method?
Equals method return type is Boolean.
Okay, Boolean is a data type, right? What is the default value of Boolean?
False.
False. Okay, okay. What is difference between global variable and local variable?
Global variables are
Global
the
may be instance, class level variable, anything, but generally, in generalized terms, I would say global variable and local variable. There is no concept of global variable in Java, I know, but it's like a global variable means those variables which are outside of the method. Okay, so what difference is there between the global variable and local variable?
global variable having the scope throughout the class, and the local variable are limited to the particular method or particular block. So we can say that they are the local variables, and the global variables we can access from anywhere because they having the scope within a class, throughout class, across the class. This is the main difference between global and local.
Okay, okay. What is difference between static variable and final variable?
Static means a single copy storage, and the final is a keyword, and static also keyword. But final variables, we need to initialize them, assign some values, and they are constant. They are treated as a constant. But static, they are a single copy storage. We can change the value of static variable, but we can't change the value of final variable. In static variable, it take the latest value, and final, in case of you are suppose we want to use some constant like variable is we don't need to change the value, then in that case we go for the final variable. And the static are associated with the class. They are very first initialized because static members, whatever the static members are, get loaded into the memory with the when the class is loaded, and they are associated with the class, not the object. That is the main difference between static and final.
Great, great, great. I would expect one more about static, like static variables can be called through directly class name, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And if you
Static members you can access directly with the class name,
and
or
if
also reference also,
yeah, and
using reference also.
yes, 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 yes. And if final variable is there, then we need to create an object for that.
Object.
Good, no problem, and very good answer for that. Next question I would be talking, why exactly inheritance is used? I know what is inheritance, how it
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
like, I know, but why it is needed? If
In
inheritance is
Java,
not there, what problem is gonna happen?
suppose in Java, inheritance is the main pillar of the OOPS, because when in some cases you want to reuse our code, for the reusability, we use the inheritance. Because suppose there is a class employee, and it having suppose some method which is taking the parameter like employee name and age and salary. But in future, suppose you want to add one more parameter in that, like Aadhaar card, then you need to create another method is always recommended, because in existing functionality changes will increase the complexity or increase the unit testings and all that. It's not a good idea to change in a existing functionality. Therefore, we always go for the inheritance by using the some we are extending that class, and in child class we are using the same method, and but we are only changing the definition of that method. For that, inheritance is mostly used for reusability purpose and
Okay.
simplicity purpose.
Okay, the one more question I have from inheritance, like why multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java?
Because they creates the ambiguity problem. Therefore, they are not supported in Java.
What ambiguity?
Ambiguity means suppose there is a one parent class, and suppose there is a class A and class B, and both having the same method like M1, and in class C we are overriding the M1 method. And at the time of execution, compiler get confused which method is on to call, need to call. Therefore, it will create the ambiguity problem.
Okay, okay, great. What problem will happen with the constructor in that case? See, constructor, every constructor has super keyword, right? First
Yes,
lines.
yes, yes.
So that is also one of the ambiguity, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because child class constructor will have a super keyword, super call to constructor, right? So
Yes,
which
yes.
class will get called, which class constructor will get called, that will also a problem, correct? Okay. Now, do you know JDBC?
Yes, sir.
Uh, connection is an interface or class?
Connection is a I think class
No, it's an interface.
interface. Yeah, yeah.
Statement is an interface or class provided by Java.
Interface, sir. Statement is interface.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Pakka.
Yes, yes.
What is result set? Result set is a interface or class?
Result set is also interface.
Okay. Why all these are interfaces? Connection is interface, statement is interface, result set is also interface. Why?
Because we are only using the references of that interfaces, and implementation is not needed in that case. It's only we are using the API, JDBC API, and it provides us interfaces and classes. In that case, implementation is not needed. We are only using that by using the references of that interfaces, and that in yeah, for that.
Okay, I can say if this question I would have got from the interviewer, I would say uh, Java has given interfaces, means like signatures of a
Okay.
method. And Java is not a database provider. Okay, MySQL, Oracle are all database providers. Okay, so Java needs to give a implementation, but other vendors need to implement. Sorry, Java needs to give a I would say signatures. Okay, but who need to implement it? By a vendors. Therefore, Java created only interfaces. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Next question would be on the connection object. Why you think that connection objects should be closed every time?
Because because we suppose a connection object we are not closing, then it will creates the problem. Uh, bec- mm, because we are hosting our application on a cloud or somewhere, and at that time, if we are not closing our connection, then it will create some problem.
What
So,
problem will happen?
I will not recalling, sir, now, but there is
Okay, okay.
some.
So in such cases, you can give answer like mm, objects will be created. You are not closing means objects will get accumulated in your system, and that's why
Okay.
memory storage uh, will be reduced. Okay, so you will be out of memory sometimes just because you will be keeping your connections open. Got the point? Okay. So in this interview, I'm trying to give answers as well. So those who are listening to we both, they should understand that rather judging someone, we should be understanding the concept and knowing the answers if we are not knowing, right? So you're
Yes.
okay with this? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, tell me what is difference between array list and hash set?
The array list accepts the duplicates, and hash set does not allow duplicates. Also, array list is maintains the insertion order, and hash set not maintaining the order. Hash set is shuffled, and yeah, this is the main difference between array list and hash set.
What is the use of get method in array list?
Get, because of the get method, we can access the elements by using the index also.
Mhm.
Putting the index in that, we can access the any number of element, any position we can access by using the get method.
Sorry, wait method?
Get method
Okay.
in array list
Yeah, very good, very good.
through random access.
Okay, so in hash set, is there a gate method or not?
No, sir. In hash set there is no get method because hash set is shuffled. Therefore, the no use of get method in that.
Because gate method needs an index and hash set
Yeah,
doesn't index, right?
yeah.
Okay, got it. What is the difference between hash map and hash table?
Hash map and hash table. The main difference is the hash table is the methods of hash tables are the synchronized, and the hash map is not synchronized. And they both having the pair objects like key and value. But hash table is slow, and hash map is fast because methods are not thread safe in hash map.
What does thread safety means?
Thread safety means thread safety concept we are using in multi-threaded environment because suppose two threads are comes in suppose one method simultaneously both are coming it at the same time, then there may be the problem. They are not thread safe and the thread is coming suppose one by one. This method we called as a thread safety.
So some program is there which is not thread safe, or some method is there which is not thread safe. Means what?
Yeah. So methods in that the methods or program is not synchronized.
Okay. So you mean to say if we make method synchronized, then it is guaranteed that only one thread can enter at a time, right?
Yes.
What is connection pooling?
Connection pooling, no sir, I don't know.
Okay. So connection pooling is like, carpool. So multiple connections at one place. Okay. Automatically it will get established. So you
Okay.
can explore later on Google what it is. Okay.
Okay.
JDK 1.8, right?
Yeah.
Which concepts you know in 1.8?
From the 1.8, I knowing the stream and the lambdas.
Stream and
API.
why to use Stream API?
Because Stream API is on the collection, we are using the Stream for concise code. It reduces our code because it provides not many. Using the Stream, we can use the Lambda because of that, and we reduce the boilerplate code because of the Stream.
Okay. Can you give me an example?
Yeah, suppose in array list or in previous collection, we need to suppose we want to filter out some element like suppose we have an array and in that we need to sorting or we need to iterate the element which are above the 10 and we need to write down for loop, and in that for loop you need to write down some logic. But in case of the Stream API, we don't need to do all these stuffs. We need only one method is there, that is filter, and filter method takes the predicate, that is the lambda, that is the functional interface, and using that it is a very easily iterate us for iterating the element. It's
Okay,
a very
let's say there is no Stream API. Okay. Let's say there is no Stream API.
okay.
What is going to happen?
It only increase the number of line codes.
Number of lines in a code, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me go through your resume, okay, so that I can ask you some questions related to your resume. Here, I can see that you use Spring Boot, then Java 8, and then Hibernate, okay?
Okay.
Spring
Yes,
MVC,
sir.
MySQL. These are the technologies you use for your project, okay? This
Yes.
might be I'm considering it's an academic project because you already applied for fresher related interview, okay? So I'm
Yes.
considering it as like a academic project, okay? So just I want explanation for this. Can you explain me each technology? Why to use Spring Boot?
Yeah. So Spring Boot in Java, Spring Boot is a framework, and Java 8, because Java 8 provides us a lot many
No, first of all, you are explaining Spring Boot, okay?
yes,
Go
Spring
ahead.
Boot. Yeah, Spring Boot is a framework in Java to build any application, any enterprises level application. Also, you can any web services and all that you can very easily build with the Spring Boot. Spring Boot gives us a ready structure, like it gives us a one pom.xml application.property file, and also one file is the application.main file, which is annotated by the Spring Boot application annotation, and uh,
Okay.
using that,
Okay.
yeah.
Hibernate. Why to use Hibernate?
Hibernate is used to connection with the database, to make a connection with the database. It's a ORM tool, object relational mapping, and it's a very easy with compared to the JDBC, because it also gives us a very inbuilt method, some inbuilt method for we need not worry about SQL queries. Means you need to knowledge about SQL queries, but not that much knowledge also
Okay. Okay.
with Hibernate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. Uh, closable interface in Java.
Yeah, it's a marker interface in Java, clonable.
Closable, I'm asking. Closable.
Closable. No, sir, I don't know.
Okay.
Closable.
Serialization.
Yeah,
Can you explain serialization?
yeah. Suppose you want to transfer your object or state of object to some another file or some another resource, then you need to do the serialization of that class or that object.
Yeah, but why it is needed means in real time.
Transfer the data. Yeah, yeah. To transfer the data in a distributed environment, serialization is needed.
Okay. You can send data through email also, right? Then why it is needed?
Um,
I can attach some file into the email and I can send it to you, right? And why? Because in email you cannot send objects, right? Serialization is related to objects.
yes, yes, yes.
Getting
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
yeah. So
Yeah.
saying that way, good knowledge you are having. I'm taking interview and you are giving most of the answers. It's really good. So let's start something on the programming side. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So which programs you practice more? Like logical programs you tried or collection programs you tried more?
Logical, sir. Arrays and stream API, searching, sorting. Yeah.
Searching, sorting you tried. Great. Great. Before my Eclipse get starts, I want to ask you one more question. What is the difference between collection and collections?
Collection is an interface and collections is a class. Collections is a utility class. And we can use the method of that class, some utility methods of that class.
Which methods you know from that class?
Yeah. Sort method, collections dot sort, frequency.
Or
Mm,
what does frequency method is doing?
Frequency method is a counting. It gives us a counting of the occurrence of that object, frequency of that element, how many time it's occurred in a list or a map.
Okay, great, great. Just I'm creating one project. How much time you do study?
It's not defined. Means it's not decided, sir. But I will study in 3 to 3 hours daily.
Yes, daily.
Three.
Okay. Don't you think it's a less time that you're studying?
Yes, yes. I think so.
Don't you think that this is a less time that you are studying?
Yes, sir. It's a less.
Hmm?
I need to more practice.
Okay. Yeah. इक्लिप्स है क्या आपके पास? करो ना.
Yes, sir. Yes, test है.
है ना? STS ना? Okay, no problem. Okay, so I have started my Eclipse now. Okay,
Okay, okay.
and I'm sharing that screen. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that you can do some coding on it. Are you able to see my Eclipse now?
Yes, yes, sir. Visible, sir. Yeah,
Able, right?
yeah.
Okay, so my question would be, it's very simple. I just want to test your basic knowledge. If you answer this, I will be going for some tough questions. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I want to sort this array. Got the requirement?
Yes, yes.
So will you be able to write a code?
Sort. Yes, yes.
So I'm giving you access. Just a second,
Yes, sir.
so that you can write code here itself.
Okay.
Let me see how I can give you access. Are you able to do now? See, you got the access.
No, sir.
Okay. Can you request me for access?
Sir, can I share my screen?
Yeah, no problem. You can share. That's okay. Yeah, now I can see your screen. Right, right, right. Go ahead, go ahead. You need to write logic for sorting this array. Okay.
Okay.
Just a second. Give me control. Okay. It's just I'm putting duplicate element. Yeah, go ahead. No, without using inbuilt
Ha,
method
ha.
typing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. But still you're putting inbuilt method, right? Shital.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Should I ask you another question, Sheetal?
Yes, yes.
No problem. Okay. Some background noise is coming. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So let's say, can you create array list with employee? Means this is my requirement. You need to create array list with employee object. Okay. And in employee, you will have age, then salary, and address, and add elements in array list. Okay, add elements in array list, and we need to we need to filter employee with age more than 30. Can you do this?
Yes, sir.
Pakka,
Yes, yes.
right here itself. Yeah, yeah, no problem, no problem. Go ahead, go ahead.
String name.
Yeah, age, name, address, salary.
Generate and then to string. Then generate to string. Oh, yes. And in a class is for
Always do control space, okay, so that it will be easy.
yeah.
Do control space, do control space. Yeah, good.
So we need filter employee with age more than 30.
Add 2 3 elements actually. Yeah, good. One more element you can add so that I can see how you can filter out. do Control Shift F. It will do formatting. This is for everyone who are listening to this. Control Shift F means formatting of a code. It looks good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so wait. Now let me test it. Give me access.
Yes, sir.
So this H should not come, right? Great. Good one. So let me ask you some questions on this, okay?
Okay, sir.
Uh, Here to ask you questions. Can you explain this?
Um, we are passing the argument as a employee, suppose E, and here is a forward arrow, and after that arrow, we are giving the definition. Like we are filtering that employee, like E dot age. Suppose employee age which is greater than 30, only that employee it will taken. And then again we are call one terminal operation like collect, and we are collecting the that those employee which having the age greater than 30. It's taken a lambda. We are using the lambda here.
Okay.
Yes,
What
yes.
is this?
This is the collect is the terminal operation, which is use the list of employee
Okay. Okay.
to collecting the objects. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Not a problem. If let's say, if let's say this employee will have a phone object. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Let me ask questions like this. Let's say there is a phone object. Okay.
Okay.
Can you add here constructor, getter, setter, and all?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Okay. Can you add some elements in the employee object?
Yes, yes.
Go to a.java. Not there.
Where, sir?
In employee object, you need to add, right? Here. Wait, let me add so that I can give you a question. Okay. Okay, now I want name of a person having mobile cost more than 20,000.
Okay. Mobile cost having more than 20,000. Okay. Can do here or create a new one?
No, I think you should write newly, right? Go ahead here. Very good. Dot. Good. So I got the answer. Okay. Okay, Shita. Yeah, really. And it's really great. I'm considering you even as a fresher because you have career gap of 1 year. I'm considering 1 year gap, and I'm considering you while taking interview as a fresher as well as a experience, but that too for 1 year. That's why these questions are a little tough. Okay. Stream API, JDK 1.8, all these things are expected from people, students like you, and you perform very well. I really like it. Let's move ahead. Can you explain me garbage collection concept in Java?
Garbage collection in Java is a by default. It is used to destroy the unused object by the JVM. The garbage collect means it's by default or it's an ongoing process always, And before the garbage collection any object, first it invokes the finalize method, and then our object is get garbage collect.
Okay, so you mean to say garbage collection will happen automatically, right?
Yeah, automatically in Java.
If you want to do by your own, how you will do? Is it possible?
I never tried, sir, but I think
Okay.
it's not
Use
possible.
suggestions to JVM that garbage collection needs to be done by doing system.jc, right?
Yeah.
You know system.out.println? What is the
Yes,
meaning
sir.
of it? What is this out?
Out is the static variable of a print stream class.
Perfect, perfect. This is a good question, good answer you gave. And this question also many a times people are asking. Okay. And println method is of which class?
Println method is also the print stream class method.
Stream class method. Pakka?
Stream, yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Um, no problem. I have some more questions for you. You want to give answers for advanced Java questions?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Which topic you are more comfortable, Hibernate or Spring?
Spring.
What do you know in Spring?
I know the spring. Spring is a
Spring or Spring Boot, anything you can explain me, but it should be elaborated in very proper way. I expect some good elaboration, good description.
spring is a with the spring boot we use spring boot gives us a many more feature compared to spring because it having the auto configuration feature is most important. Then it has a embedded Tomcat server, and again it has its starter forms. Like that features are most important, and because of that this feature programmers or developer task is totally reduced, and any programmer can focuses on the develop business logic because of the because this configuration related things are totally reduced in spring boot.
Okay.
That's it about spring boot, and it provides using annotations and application.properties file. Also it's a very simpler, it's
So what
become a
is
very
difference
simple.
between Hibernate and Spring Boot? I know these both are technologies different, but just I'm asking you what is Hibernate and what is Spring Boot? Means what is difference between these two?
Hibernate is the implementation, and spring boot is a actual need to develop our application. Spring boot is needed, and hibernate is needed to required to connect our application with the database. This is the difference. Hibernate is the ORM tool, and it's required to connect our application with the database. Means to perform the operation with the database record, we need a Hibernate integration in Spring Boot.
Great, great. So always
Mm.
you should start. I would have answered this question in this way. Hibernate is related to database connectivity and all, whereas Spring Boot is related to some business logic. Okay. Yeah, creating a REST API. So this
Okay.
basic thing you should be telling first. Okay. Then that will
Okay.
be easy for interviewer to understand, and your presentation will be so powerful. Okay. Then go on elaborating Hibernate, then go on elaborating Spring Boot. That is just a suggestion. Okay. So not
Okay. Thank you, sir.
yeah. Do you
Thank
know
you.
database?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Database. Database. We are using the relational database where we can put our data in a very formatted manner, like in a tabular form. And to store our data, we use the database. Any database.
No, I didn't get actually. Uh,
What you asking, sir? Database definition.
just second. Just second. Just second.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to know about database actually. Which database you have used, Oracle or MySQL?
MySQL. I
MySQL.
use my, yeah.
Okay. What is difference between Oracle and MySQL? Anything which you have explored by yourself?
There is no difference. Both are the databases, but if you go for the Oracle, then you need to change our dialect only.
That is in
And
Hibernate. That is in Hibernate. I'm not asking question related to Hibernate. Okay.
syntax,
I'm just asking about database.
okay. Database means somewhat query syntaxes are changes in both.
Yeah.
Query
See, say like Oracle database is for larger data, complex.
yeah, yeah.
Whereas
AWS.
MySQL is a basic version where we can handle less data. Okay. Yeah. What is difference between DDL and DML?
DDL is a data definition language. Using the DDL, we are perform the operation like save, insert data, update data, and create, delete that data. And data DML is the data.
Select query is DML, DDL, or what?
Select query is a DDL, I think.
You think means what? You don't know?
Sir, I don't remember right now, but it belongs to DML. DML, sir.
Pakka?
Yes, sir.
But DML means data manipulation language, right? Data is getting manipulated, correct? Do select query manipulates data in database? Then no problem. Can you give me syntax of update query?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
For in which case, sir, employee?
Yeah, employee you consider having three columns: age, location, and phone, and you want to change a location of employee table. You want to change location of employee table where age is 65. Okay.
Okay. Where age is 65.
Yeah, if you don't understand, I will write query for you so that you will be understanding easily. This is a table you have, then this is the employee. Okay. Now this Pune should be replaced with Nagpur in this table. You got my question now? Sheetal.
Yes, yes, I got it.
Yeah. So how the query would be?
Query would be um, the query would be update employee said. The query would be update employee and set uh, update employee and uh, set Pune equal set set city location Nagpur where the age is 65.
Perfect. Okay. Not
Yeah.
yeah. Then I would asking you questions about Hibernate. Okay. Which inbuilt methods you know in Hibernate?
Save method, update method,
Mm-hmm.
and delete. Save, delete, update.
Save method, update method, and delete method.
Third methods.
What is criteria and query in Hibernate?
Session having the certain limitations like sessions is only playing with the primary key, but if you want to fetch the data, like multiple data you want to fetch from the database like in a list or something for the multiple records, then we go for the criteria and query.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
Okay.
criteria is the criteria and query. Criteria is in interface in Hibernate. And by using the criteria, we can perform the various suppose you have some aggregation function and restrictions like order, ascending order, descending order, like that query. You need to go for the criteria. In that criteria restriction,
What is the difference
projection,
between load and gate method?
the yeah the get method and load method. Suppose we are using the get method and the object is not in database, then the get method returns the null, and load method gives us a exception, that is object not found exception.
Okay. What is the difference between string and string buffer?
String is immutable in nature, and string buffer is mutable in nature, and also the methods of the string buffer are synchronized, whereas strings methods are not synchronized, and string buffer methods are the synchronized, and we can modifiable. String buffer is modifiable.
Okay. Do you know how to create a threads?
Yes, sir.
Can you create one thread for me? Can you write one program so that I can see how can you create a thread? Did you ever created any thread sample program?
The sample program, only basic programs. I am creating the threads. Threads is created in two way, by using the runnable interface and by using the thread class. You need to extend that class using the thread class. Thread class and runnable interface. Yes, I can do it. Simple program.
Yeah, so share your screen and just create one thread.
Okay.
Very simple thread I need.
Okay, sir. ते काय होतंय कळत नाही. Says out.
Sheetal, you don't need run method for this?
Oh, yes, yes.
So you forgot it? No problem.
Overriding run method. Okay. Public.
Very good. Yeah, so I got the answer. No problem, Sheetal. Okay. Yeah. That is what I needed actually. Whether you call start method or not, that I wanted to check, and you're really good. But you might be saying more practice is needed. Okay. Yeah. So when you speak about 1 year experience or fresher, that time interviewer judge you on the basis of your fluency of coding, fluency of talking, and you're doing really great. So let me ask you again some basic questions. And you already told that you are interested to give more answers on the core Java than the advanced Java. In future, we'll schedule interview for advanced Java as well. Okay, pure advanced Java with you. I really like your way of giving answers. Okay, so explain me what is difference between interface and class.
Interface and class. In
Abstract.
abstract class, yeah. uh, Interface provides the 100% abstraction, and by using the class we get a partial abstraction. And in a abstract class there is a both type of methods, concrete also and abstract also. But in interface only the abstract methods are there. And interface does not contain the constructor, but abstract class having the constructor. And again, interface is mainly used to maintain the standard in coding in an and if you, it's depend on the requirement what to do use means interface is needed or abstract class is needed. Because in case of the you want to abstract 100% abstraction, then go for the interface, and for the abstract partial abstraction, go for the abstract class.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What is difference between method overloading and method overriding?
Method overloading is associated with a single class, and overriding is associated with two classes. That is a parent-child relationship is there. And overloading means only the parameters are changing, and in overriding we are just giving the new definition to that method. Everything is same in overriding, only the definition or implementation is changed in overriding, method overriding.
Okay.
Okay.
Method overriding. Okay. So inheritance is required in method overloading or overriding?
Overriding. Inheritance required.
Can you override static method
No, sir. Static methods are not overriding.
and final method?
No. Final method also not. We are not overriding.
So you mean to say static and final is same?
No, sir. They are not same.
They are not same, but you told use of both is same, right?
Yes, sir. No, sir. But there is a difference between them.
What is difference? I have a static method. I have a final method. So what difference you see in between these two?
Static methods are the associated with the class, and we can call them using the class name directly. But final method required a object, and using that object you can call the final methods.
Perfect, perfect. Really good answer. Okay. Uh, can we create object of final class?
Object of final class. No, sir. I think no. In Java, string is final class, and we never create the object of string. So
You
I
never
think
create?
we are not create. No, no, no. Yes, sir. We can able to create the object of final class.
Yeah, we can create object of final class, right?
Yeah, yeah. We can create it.
Can we create object of private class?
Private class. Private class. Sir, like private class combination, I never see in Java. I
Yeah,
think no.
yeah, cannot be private, right?
Yeah, class cannot be private here.
Can class be static?
No, sir. I think no. No,
Okay,
sir. Confirm.
inner class can be static, but not
Outer class is not static.
yeah. Good, Sheetal. Um, do you know why to use constructors?
Constructors are mainly used to construct the object, and initialize the global variables. And it's a constructor is the special method which having the same name as a class name and is used to construct the object mainly.
Okay. Why to use getter and setter?
To achieve the encapsulations in Java, we use great.
Why to achieve encapsulation?
Suppose it's a standard way of coding encapsulation and making the global variable private and providing the setter and getters. Because suppose there is anybody can access the global variables directly and put some wrong information in that. So the need is getter and setters, and which are the publics and variables are the private.
Why to make variables private, global variables?
We cannot because making the variable private, we cannot give the directly access to the client. By using the getters and setters, we are giving the access to the suppose to the caller of methods to the caller.
Correct. Okay, so I'm done with the interview. It was
Thank
too
you, sir.
long, and you
Thank you,
answered
sir.
most of the questions. Feedback, to say feedback, when I consider you, this is a time of feedback, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so it was really good, but there is scope of improvement always, as usual. But 90% questions has been answered very correctly. 10% that is always missing. So interviewers never have a criteria of expecting 100% answers for any questions. So don't worry about that. Communication is good. Daring, confidence is really, really appreciable, really good. And that too, you're giving interview to me to uh, make this interview publicly on the YouTube. This really great confidence you have. People doesn't have confidence to show themselves up socially, but I really like your confidence and the content which makes you unique from others is like JDK 1.8, 1.5, Stream APIs, Lambda. That knowledge you have, most of the freshers or 1 year experience, people doesn't have that knowledge. So it is really great, really good. So I expect next time when we'll meet, I'll try to take your advanced Java interview, prepare Hibernate and Spring Boot very well. Okay. Okay, Sheetal.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Again, if you need more help, more feedback, you can always ping me or ping my team. They will be making you connect with me. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So which city you stay?
Nagar, Ahmednagar.
Ahmednagar. It's in Maharashtra, right? Yeah. Okay, then thank you. So
Okay,
I'm
sir. Thank
dropping
you.
you from the meeting. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. You like the interview or not? What's your feedback?
Yes, sir. I always like because it's practicing me.
Okay.
And I achieve some confidence, so boost up my confidence.
So this interview was useful to you or not?
Yes, sir. Obviously, it's useful.
Okay, so that will increase your knowledge or not?
Knowledge also increasing and confidence also increasing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you then. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, so what this was the interview that everybody might have seen. So what we learned out of it, this learning should be there. Interview was not to judge someone. These interviews we are bringing publicly to everyone, and first try to understand the purpose, concept. Don't see that lady and judge herself like if she has given a lot of wrong answers, a lot of correct answers. That doesn't matter. What matters is confidence, questions, giving answers, how you give answers, whether they are scripted or not, whether she by heart those or not, whether she understood it or not, how she behaved technically on Eclipse. That is very important. When you open Eclipse, whether she was able to write code or not. But that is about her. Now think about yourself, whether you will be able to write it or not. Do same practice. See this interview. Pause after my question, and just what she is doing, you try to do same thing. Okay, this was just one conceptual interview, mock interviews. I'm bringing more and more interviews most of the times whenever I'm getting time. There is a link below in this video where you can fill the form if you want to build your confidence, if you want to come publicly outside from the your own social network, come to my network. This will explore your knowledge and others' knowledge, those who are seeing these videos. Guys, many people says like, sir, if I will give interview, people will laugh on me. Don't worry, people are there to laugh. You are not there to laugh. Consider that. Nobody in this world is there on which people don't laugh. So you are not unique. Let people laugh on you if they want to. So guys, just build confidence, fill the form. My team will be helping you to arrange the interview. They'll be telling you what are the things needed for this interview and all. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. See you. Bye bye.